Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to our channel. If you are watching our video first time, please consider subscribing our channel on YouTube. Our this video, it is regarding the second round of PPP loan. And we're going to cover here that what kind of expense are qualified in order to get the 100% forgiveness on the PPP loan. Spending of PPP funds. Congress expanded the type of the expenses for which all the PPP loan can be used, which is applied to existing PPP loan and a new loan as well. In addition to payroll, rent, cover mortgage interest, and utilities, the PPP loan now allow proceeds to be used for the covered operations expenditure, payment for the business software, cloud computing services that facilitate business operations, produce or service deliveries, processing of payment tracking and the payroll expenses, HR and billing functions, account and tracking of the supplies, inventory, records and expenses. So seems like this time part of the PPP loan program is adding lot more expenses compared to the first time. They are also covered the property damage cost as well. Costs related to property damage and vandalism or looting due to the public disturbance that occurred during 2020 that was not covered by the insurance or other compensation. So this time the second part of the PPP loan program also cover like some sort of public vandalism or any problem or loot happening to the businesses which is not covered by your existing insurance. So let's say your existing insurance does not cover some kind of theft or robberies happen within the at your business or properties. Basically that will cover by the PPP loan program. There is also a third type of the item where it says the covered worker protection expenditure, operating or capital expenditure that allow a business to comply with the requirement of the guidance issued by the CDC, HHS, OSHA or any state or the local government during the period beginning March 1, 2020 and ending on a date which is the national emergency declared by the President expires related to the maintenance of standard for stations, social distancing and other worker or customer safety requirement related to COVID-19. These expenses appear to include PPE physical barriers that were put in place, expansion of indoor-outdoor space, ventilations or filtration systems and a drive-through windows. So part of the COVID-19 package, actually government gave some provision that you can expand your store basically outside on a curbside setup of the restaurant and run the restaurant. You can have the new ventilation system, filtration. So some sort of expense they try to cover here as well. Now the tax treatment, now part of the second PPP loan program, it will not be, PPP loan will not be included as taxable income. Expense paid with the proceed of the PPP loan that is forgiven are now tax deductible. This covers not only new loans but also existing and a prior PPP loan as well. Reversing previous guidance from the Treasury and IRS which did not allow deductions on the expenses paid for with the PPP proceed. In addition, any income tax basis increase that result from the borrower's PPP loan will remain even if the PPP loan is forgiven. So this is something the good benefit for the all business owner. Now EIDL advance do not reduce forgiveness. Prior to the passage of the new act, borrowers that receive an EIDL advance a loan that had the amount subtracted from their total forgiveness, which is had effect of repaying the EIDL advance. The Act now provides the EIDL advance will not reduce the PPP loan forgiveness. The SBA has indicated that borrowers that already received the forgiveness and had their EIDL advance deducted from such a forgiveness may be able to amend their forgiveness application. So if you remember back in time when the first PPP loan we got, there are some business owner also got a grant between $1,000 to $10,000, right? And based on the grant, your PPP loan got reduced. But this time, basically, they're not considering that grant part of the PPP loan program. It doesn't matter whether you get the grant or you do not get the grant. It will not impact your PPP loan, second PPP loan. It will not basically reduce your second PPP loan. So that is a good news for all the business owner. Now the forgiveness application for loan under $150,000. This is another update actually. This is a part of the application on the forgiveness. Forgiveness application for loan under 150,000 will be simplified to a one-page certification that include a description of the number of employee the eligible recipient was able to retain because of the loan, the estimated total amount of the loan spent on the payroll cost, and the total loan amount. Borrowers should be aware, however, that while the forgiveness application is simplified, all of the rules still apply. Rather than going through the process of the showing how borrowers arrived at the certain numbers, the simplified application merely asks borrower to self-certify. Given the liability attached to making a false certification to the SBA, we advise all the borrowers who can choose to submit the simplified application to check their responses by at least filing out in a draft form the long form application to ensure that the certification made on the simplified form are true and correct. So this time SBA and part of the second PPP loan program, they actually simplified those who has borrowed less than $150,000 in the PPP loan. They can simply fill up the one single page of application form and put all the details and expenses over there, right? And they can also declare that how many employer they kept continue as they received the loan from part of the PPP one loan, right? And how many employee basically they directly helped out through the PPP loan help. And basically they can self-certify this single form application. It is very easy process now. Those who received actually 150 or less than $150,000 loan. Now, furthermore, all borrowers must retain all employment record relevant to the forgiveness of application for a period of 4 years following the date of submissions and all other record relating to the PPP and the forgiveness application for a period of 3 years following submission of the forgiveness application. So you might be eligible to just fill up the one simple application form, but SBA would like to basically still consider that make sure you keep all your records and all the document, because they might come back for the auditing, right? They might come back and it says, okay, you certified this particular item, let's make sure you have the paper backup for that. So make sure to keep all the record what you are showing in the application form. But I would like to say congratulations to all the small businesses out there. I think this is the critical time, and I know everybody is really looking forward to get some sort of help so they can continue their businesses. And I think now these $900 billion package approved, and it is also covered like $284 billion help on the PPP loan. So I'm sure many of you waiting for this second PPP loan program, and here is the time for application. I think SBA website, I was looking this morning, they does not really have any update yet, but seems like within a 1 week time or 10 days time, you will see some sort of update on the SBA website as well. So make sure you keep visiting them, and make sure also stay in connection with your bank as well. They might open up the window so where you can start the application on the second PPP loan. I hope you like this info, and I hope you like our video and the information. Really appreciate if you can like, share, and subscribe our channel. Thank you.